Moonjumper here. I'm working on my 20th official episode of Who Cares What I Think, but while I've been in the process of putting it together, a major world event has taken place and is taking place, and I feel the need to say something. Russia has declared war on Ukraine and has begun a full invasion of that country. The global ramifications of this are immense and cannot be shrugged off. Suffice to say, Xi Jinping is watching very closely how the United States responds under President Biden following the Afghanistan debacle, seeing how we care nothing of our own borders, let alone those of an ally's. Ergo, I have little doubt that the people of Taiwan, already under threat, are feeling far less secure tonight. And for those who short-sightedly insist that the U.S. has no strategic interest in the region of Ukraine, that none of this is our problem, if nothing else, you might just want to take a look at a damned map. Take a look at where Ukraine is, where Russia is, and where the Black Sea is, and tell me there's no issue with Vladimir Putin effectively garnering complete control of the Black Sea and what that could mean for the free flow of international shipping, goods and services, not to mention oil and gas. Take a look at where these NATO member countries are located on the borders of Ukraine and Russia and again surrounding the Black Sea. These are all former Soviet bloc countries which broke away from Russia at the fall of the Soviet Union and became Western-style democracies. They joined NATO. I was in high school and college when all of this was happening. The fall of the Berlin Wall, it was a big deal. And Vladimir Putin wants these countries back. He wants to reform the Soviet Empire. And because these are NATO countries, now Ukraine is not, but these countries are. If this war spills into any of these border countries, that automatically triggers NATO. Article 5, an attack on one is an attack on all. And effectively, World War III begins. Tell me again that we have no interest here, that we can just shrug this off. I grew up during the Cold War. A lot of y'all weren't even around to understand the kind of apocalyptic threat we were under from communist Russia and communist China, and now especially communist China, but once again, China and Russia are global allies. They are coordinating this together. Folks, this is not Iraq. This is not Afghanistan. This is serious shit. But let's put that aside for a moment, because for the moment, what could happen is secondary to what is happening. Tonight, the people of Ukraine, men, women, children, are under siege by an overwhelming force from an evil third world dictatorship that is still a first world military superpower backed up by China, an extremely wealthy superpower with plenty of cash and supplies to give Putin as they plan their own offensive against Taiwan. Ukrainians are being killed tonight, crushed in a modern Western-style democracy in Europe. I don't want to imagine what the death toll is going to be, but it's going to be horrific. Please, if you are a believer, whatever your faith is, the brave people of Ukraine need your prayers. If you'll join me. Lord, tonight the brave souls of Ukraine walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Lord, on their behalf, we ask for your blessings, your comfort, courage, and your protection for the people of Ukraine. Amen, and God bless.